I first want to like share with you guys how amazing the color is and how the range of creativity is. As we talked about, this is the first digital color system that has come out with a hair color studio, right? And you have the color, you have the app, and you have the dispenser. So you have all that 3-in-1. But as you can see, when we started with Miss Carolyn, is we used the ability to create high fashion colors, but we also can move along and have the diversity also along with in the salon of just doing balayage. So we have a cream lightener, we have a 50 can dispenser, and we also have a 30 can dispenser, but we have 30 cans of actual color, which all lines in with your pure tones, your natural series, your light pure tones, your dark pure tones, and your primary tones. And what comes along with that is that you have your developers along with your co-bonder and a pH reducer. So the pH reducer is what is going to create your permanent hair color to be demi-permanent. Who would love that?
Greta, hang on a minute. Like, that's old school, right? Isn't that old school? That's a little bit old school. I've heard that before. Tell me why it really does this, because I've heard that, you know, use a smaller developer or less developer, and it makes it demi-permanent. We've all heard this, right? Can we agree if we've heard this?
Yes, we agree, right? Okay.
And if you don't agree, just say yes, because it's our show anyway, so you're going to agree.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to, it adds it in through the dispenser and when you create your color app. So what this is going to do is it's going to reduce the pH down, so it's going to make it to be a true demi-permanent. So it's absolutely amazing. And with that being said too as well, is we also have co-bonder. So we have the ability to keep the integrity of the hair, so we help to protect the hair from anything preventative, right? But also with that, we have a finishing service with the color lock, which is also something that is great that every client gets. And this is a great way to teach your staff and yourself this has now become a premium service. Yep. So we love that at CLICS.
No, and I know, Damien, you use this. You know, I mean, Damien is obviously a very famous hair cutter and amazing at what he does, but he knows color very well because he works within it. But Damien, you use the color lock in the salon all the time on your guests in between the color anyway. So talk a little bit about that.
Say that again, Christopher.
The color lock in the salon?
Oh yeah, the thing is that basically what it does is it's a premium service that, you know, keeps the hair in amazing condition. I'm not a colorist, as you said, but I do understand color. Because I need to understand, sorry, I'm going to do something. Yes. I have to. You have to understand how a hair color relates and collaborates when it comes to a haircut, right? And then there's the finish. But the reality is, this is just a one-length line, the most simplest form of cutting hair. But if it's not married with something interesting and it's not cut well, then it has no value. Has no place. You could also do this in other shades. Don't have to be vibrant. But I love the way that all these different things work together, and I love the bang area. But to me, it's understanding. I work in a departmentalized salon. It's very popular. But the reality is, if the cutter's not talking to the colorist and I don't understand what's going on, then it really leaves me blind. But what I love about the CLICS color system is that it saved me as a previous salon owner. I'm now saving my profits. Often can go down the drain because people are wasting color. And it can often be up to 30 or 40%. You do not have that issue with what we do, because with the dispenser, for the first time ever, you can now measure out your color in grams.
Which is absolutely amazing, and we'll get into that a little bit further.
Yeah.
But let's break down a little bit of this color. As you can see, Carolyn, we intensified her base with a red, and it moved into pure pigment yellow, and also into copper, back to her base that we used. And then you have where you can use complementary colors that are from the opposite side of the color wheel. And it's all in what you're doing, right? And understanding where you're placing and why you're placing hair color the way that you are. And I think this is a great indicator of showing you exactly how creative you can be. Or we can take it to where we have it just straight into the salon, where it's the everyday use that we do in the salon. Myself as a creative director in the salon, this gives us the ability as well that with using CLICS in the salon, that we have the range to do whatever we want to do. And this was done just with our creme lightener and absolutely lifts a beautiful up to 4 levels of lift. And this can also be used as like a decolorization. So keep that in mind with it being an oil base, that it has the ability that it's super conditioning and very soft to the hair. So you can do a second application throughout the day if you need to do that, if you have a double process, which I think is absolutely amazing. And then we have this great red copper, which I absolutely loved, and we used the same thing, a cream lightener with her, and we just used RO. We used RO with a little bit of red in there, pure tones. So it doesn't mean that you necessarily need to use just a natural in anchoring your reds, needing to make sure that we're also can use them straight out of the can, straight pure tones to get your high fashion colors, which I think is absolutely amazing. And then Carrie here, we absolutely love that we've been able to work with 4 different barbers, and I love the lines that we put in here that you can see with all of the CLICS technology, right? And then we just kept her base dark, as well as just pre-lightened her ends to just really showcase the haircut. And then we have Chloe here, which is just using a couple of panels just to break that up, which I think is absolutely amazing in this great haircut, by the way, Damien. And this is where just from a colorist to a cutter working in a departmentalized salon is making sure that you're realizing what they're doing and how you can enhance their haircut, but also bring hair color forward too as well, and to utilize that. So I think they absolutely look amazing.
Let's give them a big round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.